hell just happened to Meadow? We're breaking down all things cult this week on American Horror Story Dissected. Hi, I'm Sadie Guinness.
I'm Liz Raftery.
Unfortunately, Keisha is stuck in a coffin somewhere, but Sarah Paulson's #1 fan is here, so everyone give a warm welcome to Liz.
Hello.
And this is actually like a great episode for you to come on. It was so good, right?
Yeah, it was good, except R.I.P. Mr. Guinea. I was very upset by that. But
that was like the most horrifying death we've had all season and probably will.
Yeah, probably in the whole series. But yeah, it was great. It was a twisty episode, kind of, we got some information that could be potential game changer, I think, so...
Yeah, before we get into all of that game-changing information, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Neighbors from Hell, turn back now. Sorry we already spoiled Mr. Guinea, but you don't even know who that is if you haven't watched. So, speaking of deaths though, what do you think actually happened to Meadow?
So, I don't know what happened to Meadow, but I do think that we are going to be seeing her again. I don't think that this is the last that we'll see of her. If Harrison doesn't know what happened to her, he was doing a really good job of acting surprised, so I don't know. What do you think?
I think Meadow is 100% alive. We know she's a basic bitch. She is probably Gone Girl's #1 fan, and I think she's just copying Gone Girl.
She Gone Girled herself.
Yeah, Kai gave her that talking to, take charge of your life, stop apologizing, and she knows Harrison doesn't appreciate her, so she staged her own murder to get him, set up and taking the fall. Maybe she somehow, roped in Colton Haynes as well, because we know she does not like him.
Yeah. He's, kind of a threat. We know that he's Harrison's friend now or something, so... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if she staged it herself or if someone else did, or maybe the two of them together. Who knows?
I think Kai might have helped her out, because that would sort of solve, two birds, one stone. Harrison wanted Meadow gone. She wanted to get some, power back. So maybe he's kind of playing both of them against each other, but making them think that he's each on their side.
Yeah.
It's kind of genius.
Yeah, I mean, he is supposed to be a chaos agent, so that's what he's going for, I think.
It really does seem like everyone in Allie's life, though, is in on Kai's cult, because, Dr. Vincent, totally creepy this episode.
He's bad guy,
yeah.
For sure. That scene in the office where he's on the phone with her and he's got his smiley face buttons that he's organizing, and he just doesn't want anything to do with his patient, says we're out of time, and then just this really creepy shot of him looking at this painting or whatever it is in his office.
Yeah.
He's definitely on my bad list.
Also, I can't believe you didn't bring this up. The patients who were killed in this episode were also patients of his, and they were murdered in, the way that plays on this woman's phobia, just
right.
How the clowns are playing on Allie's. He's definitely feeding this information to Kai.
Yeah, he knows everyone's worst fears. The whole season is based on the election, and a lot of people have said after the election that it's, their worst nightmares come to life or something. That's exactly what happened to the coffin couple. I don't even remember their name at this point, but yeah, and with Allie in the grocery store, she's saying that it was a journey through all of her worst fears with all these clowns. So I think that he definitely has something to do with it.
I mean, talk about breaking doctor-patient confidentiality.
I know.
He is the worst. I think he got in this cult through Harrison, because we know that he's thrown himself into TRX, and Harrison is a personal trainer.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's the only connection I can sort of figure out right now. Hopefully we'll sort of get more of Dr. Vincent's backstory, because I'm very curious about sort of what he gets out of all of this.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Aside from torturing his patients. So
rude. But speaking of more evil plans, there's so many evil plans this week. What is that truck? It is so weird.
Yeah, the green smoke or whatever. I don't even know where to begin with that, and the birds and the gas masks and everything. Although I will say I don't know if this was an intentionally funny line, but when Allie walks out into the middle of the street and says, "I'm an American citizen, I demand to see your permit," and then, gets tossed to the side by the gas truck. That was pretty funny to me. I laughed out loud.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
But yeah, that's not the type of thing you want to see in your neighborhood. I think that maybe they should just consider moving or something.
I mean, yeah, this neighborhood has really gone downhill in the past week or so.
Yeah.
But Kai is somehow connected to this chemical scarecrow truck. I don't know what's going on there, but like the gas mask guys were wearing like a double, it was like a Scooby-Doo thing, like take off one mask and there's another mask underneath.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, she says that, well, who knows, because it's Allie and she's got all these phobias, but she says she can still taste the smoke in her mouth and everything. So what is that
Well, like,
that they're
it
spraying
killed
around?
all of the birds, and then she swallowed a mouthful. So like, what if she isn't like killed in some exciting, gruesome way, but she gets like poisoning
Slow
from this
poisoned,
cult?
right, yeah.
Yeah, this truck. That would be kind of a downer.
Right. Yeah, it would be terrible. If she's going to go out, she needs some big, you know, horrifying death scene, I think.
Yeah, it needs to be bloody. There needs to be clowns, like none of this chemical truck. That's a little too real in a weird way.
Yeah, I think so.
So we have tons of questions even just about that truck, and we're sure you have tons more. So it's time for Q&A, where we answer one of your fan questions live on the air. So let's see what we have this week.
Hi guys, Sharon from San Diego here. I was wondering who sent that video link to Oz?
So I think this is a great question because there's so much that happens in the end of the episode that you kind of like forget that for Ivy to find out about Allie and Winter, someone had to put cameras in that bathroom and send that link to their son. So like, who do you think set this whole thing up?
I don't know. I mean, Winter, we know, has been teaching Oz to look at things that he shouldn't be looking at on the computer. But the thing that I bumped on in that scene is that Ivy's password is clowns with a Z. That just seemed so odd to me. And I think based on Allie's reaction, maybe she didn't know that that was her wife's password. It just seems like a very odd thing to make your password is your wife's biggest crippling fear.
Well, which do you think is weirder, the fact that it's clowns or the fact that it's clowns with a Z?
Probably the Z, I think. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's, and no numbers in it. Like, what kind of system is she operating here? But
Clowns 1, 2, 3.
yeah, but yeah, she doesn't seem fazed by the fact that there's a camera in their bathroom. I don't know. And that combined with the fact that her restaurant is called The Butchery kind of makes me a little wary about Ivy.
And then she was the one who sent Pedro to the house when Allie was like all wound up. It's really starting to look like she's in on it. And so maybe she sent Oz that link as a way, like an excuse to fight with Allie and take her and Oz out of the house so that Allie would be like left alone in the marked house with the smiley face so that she could like face off with the clowns again and like do something insane.
Wow. That's pretty dark. I would like to think that she at least wouldn't try to traumatize their son like that, but who knows? This is American Horror Story, so nothing's off limits, I don't think.
I feel so bad for Oz.
Yeah.
Like Oz and Mr. Guinea, like the two like beating hearts of this season. R.I.P. to one. Hopefully Oz survives till the end.
Yes.
But that was just one question. I'm sure you guys have like a billion more, and we'll have even more as the season goes on. So send them to us on Twitter at TV Guide or in the comments below. And that's it for us this week. But tune in again next week for more American Horror Story Dissected.
Stay spooky.